Hello, it's Philip Taylor. This is a YouTube review of a book from Oxford University Press. It's this book here, heavy one, the Judicial House of Lords, 1876 to 2009, and it's edited by Louis Bloom Cooper, Bryce Dixon and Gavin Drury. It's about 800 pages long and it's heavy. It's got a good index at the back and a lot of very substantial information. You can see the index is laid out, but the book itself has a huge number of chapters and a lot of contributions from very many people. Let me tell you a little bit about it. I've written this review with my wife. We've called it a tribute, a commemoration and a valediction, and this is what we're saying. At last, the House of Lords has come to its retirement, having closed its venerable doors on the 1st of October 2009. And the new Supreme Court, the UK Supreme Court, has just taken over its judicial functions as I speak. This quite exquisitely compiled volume, in about 800 pages, is very much, so to speak, its commemorative engraved silver salver, or gold watch if you like, following 133 years of service as the highest court in the United Kingdom. It's a momentous chapter in the UK's legal system, which has now ended, and another, of course, is just beginning to find its feet. The work itself from Louis Bloom Cooper and his team is actually a compilation of articles, essays, reviews, comments from over 40 leading scholars, including judges, academics, practitioners and top professionals from the UK and abroad. The aim, according to the authors, is to provide a history of the House of Lords as a judicial institution, together with an examination of its role, working practices, international reputation, and its impact on the UK legal system. The book has 5 parts and 40 chapters, and some important historical information in the 4 appendices, and again of great interest, of course, to historians. The idea for the book was inspired by, in the words of the editors, a strong desire to commemorate the achievements of a prominent legal institution in British society and to offer the reader a rich and diverse range of perspectives on the history, work and contribution of the Lords in its judicial capacity. The publication date was expressly timed to coincide with the changeover of the venue of the court from the Palace of Westminster to Middlesex Guildhall on the west side of Parliament Square. It's a handsomely restored venue. Many of you will know it as the Crown Court, of course. It's occupied now by the justices of the Supreme Court and their administrators, and the book, therefore, is very much a legal history in our view, and one which all common law practitioners will find informative about an era which is now drawn to a close. Limitations of space and vastness of the topic would naturally result in a necessary selectivity on the part of the editors and contributors as to what to include and or to omit from the significant work. The contributors were not able to comment on every relevant House of Lords decision. Rather, they were for the most part asked to focus on highlights and trends. Very useful, of course, when you look at the orthodoxy and the rather more unorthodox approaches over the generations. The result is a work of scholarship and insight, with editors' voices sounding forth from every aspect of the legal profession. It's also great for those students of legal history looking for the occasional comment to enhance their assignments and examination answers. I say that as a tutor to some. Of course, there's also a mighty work of reference to be considered here, because that's what this is. You've got tables of cases, legislation, contributor notes, and capacious appendices intended as an aid memoir for anyone wanting to be reminded of the sequence of appointments to the office of Lord of Appeal, or for that matter Lord Chancellor, and the background of the individuals in question. Again, very useful. Remember one thing I've certainly learnt: know your judge, and it's useful to see who these people are, especially when you see their names in the law reports or in journals and so forth. So finally, let me just say that the work is indeed a fitting tribute, a commemoration and a valediction to what is now a piece of constitutional history, as the Supreme Court grapples with the hard cases from the second decade of the 21st century onwards. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.